tomatoes here.
I see you back there, Reed family. You can come on up.
We're coming. Hey, call Trevor. It's like, Trevor, Reed, get up here.
Paging Trevor Reed. Reed, please pick up the nearest airport courtesy phone.
He's coming.
How are you? I get things this way. Interesting stuff.
That's always good.
Well, you know, with me, it can be good or bad.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, family here. Sorry, you guys on that side.
Hey, bro.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Cool. My name's John Franks. I am the spokesperson for the Bring Our Families Home campaign, and I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. This week is affectionately known as Hostage Week, and what you see behind me is quite possibly the largest collection of family members and returned hostages that I've ever seen assembled, and I've been doing this for 9 years. So we pretty much have an impressive group, so those of you here with cameras, feel free to come up and talk to them afterwards. We will be back at this tomorrow in Lafayette Park at, we'll probably start walking around 9, and we'll have a press conference at 11. And one of our goals, we have a twofold goal. One is to urge the administration to use every tool at its disposal to bring these folks' loved ones home. And we are continuing to seek a meeting with the President of the United States, and those requests hasn't yet gone unanswered. So the family's hired actually a billboard truck that has been driving around the White House making that request. And you'll hear that request from many of them throughout the day. And I don't know how much of a formal program we're going to have here, but certainly would turn the mic over to anybody who felt like speaking.
Hi everyone, I'm Netta, part of the Bring Our Families Home campaign. Thank you for coming. As John said, this is really a time for all of our families to come together and to have some time together to honor those who have come home and to, put our thoughts and prayers together for those who remain wrongfully detained abroad. We're all happy to speak to you at any point during the evening. I just want to tell you a little bit about our campaign, which started a year ago. And we initially started with our intent to have it be a short-term campaign that would end by the midterms, but we realized that our voices were very important, and we have now reached our year milestone. We have done everything from put up a mural, we've put projections up in buildings in New York to get the attention of our president. We've put decals on sidewalks. As John said, we have a mobile truck, constantly circling the White House. We have just announced a partnership with BG's team, the Mercury in Phoenix, and we were just there for a press conference where they formally announced this partnership, and they have put a mural up for our families on the wall of the Footprint Center. So our voices are getting louder. And we're very happy that you're here. We encourage you to continue covering our efforts. Our families are always willing to speak to you. And I will now pass it to anyone else. And if no one wants to speak, that is fine too.
What are you, Joey Reed? I'm volunteering.
Joey Reed.
I'm volunteering you.
I was not expecting to speak here tonight. First of all, I want to say congratulations to all the detainees and their families that are home, and our heartfelt prayers for all of you that are still waiting. We need our president and our government to bring Americans home. Just like we've always had this commitment to POWs and MIAs, we should have the same commitment for innocent Americans who are abused by foreign countries, either for the simple fact that they're Americans or because they want to trade them for something, because they feel they have no other options in dealing with the United States of America. These things are all politically driven, either internally or internationally, and we just wish that there would be more of an emphasis on our political parties and our administrations to bring our loved ones home. That, as my son Trevor has said, that's what should set America apart from other countries in the world, is that we do truly care about our citizens, and they should be acting in that manner. We want to thank President Biden. I believe he has done more exchanges for prisoners than just about anybody. There's been lots of presidents who brought several people home through different types of negotiations, but this president has been brave enough, as we say, to do what is generally politically unheard of. And we've been pretty lucky, and the parties haven't attacked each other for doing these trades to bring Americans home. Let's face it, this is not the United States of my childhood. We can't threaten someone with bombing them or doing what we used to do to push them to do things. We can't do that anymore. We don't have the ability to do that anymore, so we're going to have to negotiate with them. We negotiate and work with terrorist nations, dictators every day. If we have to do that to bring Americans home, then that's what we need to do. If we can do that for economy and for our corporations, we can do that for American citizens. And if not, where's America? So, but anyway, I want to thank Netta for taking over the campaign, and for Alexandra for starting the campaign. And we want to thank people like John Franks here, and Mickey Bergman, and Governor Richardson, and countless other professionals that have stepped up to help us when the United States government doesn't really step. I mean, they do. We love SPEHA. We love everything that they try and do, but we don't think that they have the power and the authority and the ability to do what they should be doing. And so we count on people like them to help us navigate the course through the media and through the politics to try and bring our loved ones home. We shouldn't have to do that, but that's what we do, and thank God for these people. So, but thank you to and also support of the American people, our friends, families, and certain members of the media. And I'm guessing some of you are representing them here tonight. Our family, the only reason our son Trevor is home is because the media, thanks to people like John Franks, became interested in our case, and certain media representatives and certain networks took it upon themselves to really carry our story. The more our stories are covered, the more politically concerning it becomes to administrations. So we need you, media, desperately to cover our cases, all the cases, not just the famous hostages taken by the big countries, but the hostages that you don't hear about that are taken by small countries. We need your support, and thank God for your support, and to everyone who has helped us be successful so far, and that we're counting on you to help bring the rest of us home. So, thank you.
Thank you, Joey. Obviously, this time last year, Trevor had just gotten out. It's a pretty momentous time before, the wave of releases had started. But before we kind of make this more of a social hour, I wonder, for those of you who are returned hostages who are comfortable, I'd love it if you'd come stand behind me here right quick so that we can get a great picture of all of you.
Thank you.
And then she doesn't know it, but I'm just nominated Diane Foley to be our closing speaker, if she doesn't mind. So, I want to introduce this group. A remarkable group. So, is everybody comfortable just reading their name themselves so I don't have to?
Jose Luis Zambrano.
Jorge Alberto Fernandez.
Alirio Zambrano.
Matthew John Heath.
Trevor Rowdy Reed.
Jorge Toledo.
it's remarkable that they're standing here today. And each of their cases, right, was resolved not only with action by the government, but action from private parties, action from NGOs. It truly does take a village. So I wanted to give everybody a chance to see them and kind of celebrate the fact that they are here. And before, again, like I said, we make this more of a social hour, I would love to ask Diane Foley to kind of ground us here. And I'm sorry, but you're the best there is at this. So you're a victim of your own success.
Just thank you for being here, every single one of you. We welcome home these brave U.S. nationals. We're so deeply grateful. It's thanks to all of you here present today. It really is. It's taken all of us to try to push as much as we could. And I think our government's starting to get it. We were blessed by our National Security Advisor joining us last night, Jake Tapper, and really giving us the time and the attention. So that's thanks in good part to a lot of our media partners and the hard work of the Bring Our Families Home campaign and the devoted families who have been so devoted to all of you. So we're just deeply, deeply grateful and need your help to continue the fight till every one of these good people are home. We just need everyone home, and we need to keep it up because we need to deter the horror of this international hostage taking. We really need your help with that. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you, Diane. I'm sorry to miss things like that. So we are now going to put up some of the release stickers that we haven't done. I think we're going to do Paul Rusespadina, and we're going to do Brittany Griner. Is that right?
We have, yes, and Jose Pereira's sticker has gone, so we're going to re-sticker his image, and also Jeff Wicke, who's not on the wall, not on the mural, but we're going to celebrate his return. Do you need to go by putting him somewhere as well?
Fantastic. So those of you on tripods at the moment, we're going to put up these stickers. One's the far end and one's the other far end. So if folks want to join us, Netta, are we going to do Paul's first? Does that make sense? Okay, we're going to do Jose Pereira's back first. And I need to look at this again and see where he is. Right here. Yeah, please. I'm going to introduce Drew Havens and also Henry Martinez, Henry is Evan Hernandez's brother. Has been held in Venezuela. He's a well-known public defender from Los Angeles. And I'm going to introduce Drew Havens and Henry Martinez.
Thank you so much for being here. Henry and I and Avon's family, we're very proud to be a part of the Bring Our Families Home campaign. It gives us so much hope seeing the faces, the families reunited. Unfortunately for our family, we're still in a fight for Avon's life and getting him freedom and getting him out of Venezuela. We're here in Washington, D.C. to make sure that this administration, that President Biden makes bringing Avon home an urgent priority. We're making our case in Capitol Hill to the president, to anybody that will listen. Avon is a beautiful person. He's dedicated his entire life to public service. He's worked as a public defender, serving the most marginalized people in Los Angeles County. And it's been an honor of a lifetime to fight for him. I joined the public defender's office, and he was a mentor to me and taught me what it means to fight for justice. And that's really fueled me over the past year in bringing the sense of urgency and fighting to bring Avon home. We hear a lot of words, spoken saying that this is the highest priority of the Biden administration. But talk is cheap. They need to take the necessary action to bring my friend home. And I'll hand it off to Henry to say some words.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's an honor to share this success and at the same time this tragic that we're going through. I would not be here without you guys. I would be abandoned. My family would be abandoned. Most of us have felt that way at the very beginning, and we slowly discovered each other. And it feels so amazing to be surrounded by people who care and people who love. Although the United States government, along help with NGOs, has successfully brought individuals back, I applaud them, but the work is still not done. Danger is still lurking to those individuals who are wrongfully detained abroad. At any moment, something tragic could happen. There has been close calls, so we need to act swiftly. Being surrounded by all these beautiful Americans, this is what truly America is about, this melting pot, right? Iranians, Chinese, Salvadorian, Irish, this is beautiful. And I thank all the Americans who support us, all Latin American, all people from all parts of the world that are supporting. The fight continues, and bring Avon home, bring everyone home, bring them all home. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And I want to invite Harrison Lee. His father, Kai Lee, has been held hostage in China for how long now? 6.5 years.
Hello, everyone. My name is Harrison Lee. I'm the son of Kai Lee, wrongfully detained in China for 6.5 years now. I'll keep it brief. You know, I never thought I would be here in Washington, D.C., in front of dozens of cameras, talking to the media. I don't want to be doing this, but I'm here because I have to. My father is an ordinary American. He came here in 1989 with just $200 and a suitcase full of clothes, and worked his way into the middle class to secure a better life for his family. He's an ordinary American who's been wrongfully accused of espionage by the Chinese government. And, you know, for years we thought, hey, this is clearly a mistake. It'll sort itself out. My dad's from China, you know, they'll figure it out. People from the government, people outside the government, they all told us, keep quiet, because, you know, that's just the best way to resolve these things. But we waited for years and years and years, and nothing happened. The best we could get was a couple of senior officials raising my dad's name on occasion and asking the Chinese government politely to free him. Of course, that didn't work. So, you know, we're here not because we want to be, but we're here because we have no choice, because our loved ones are rotting away in foreign prisons for years and years and years. And it's only with people like you, the media, covering us, hearing our stories, and making sure that people in power in our government do the right thing to bring them home. Only with that support can we do it. So thank you all for being here, and free Kai Lee.
Thank you, guys. I want to invite Mrs. Kamalmaz to come up here. I did this again. Kamalmaz. Please.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Samar Kamalmaz. My brother is mashed. His picture is right down there. This is my mother, Mona. I just want to say, I can stand here today and stay here for 10 years explaining to you about my brother. But this is not the time. This is the time where action needs to be taken so we can help the hostages come home. I don't just want my brother. I want every single wrongfully detained person to come home like these great people. So, President Biden, Ms. Harris, you wake up every morning, everybody is happy at home, but we cannot be happy until our loved ones come home. Please, please listen to us and help us. We thank Ms. Foley. We thank every single person from the secretaries and offices to President Biden for their effort to bring our loved ones home. But please, please double that effort. Please, it's time. It's been a long time. And we need to take care of them because every time, every second, each of these men are away from their families, it's eating up their families and everyone that loves them. So they put that effort into going and serving our country, the best country in the whole wide world, the United States of America. They deserve to be brought home. So please help us out and bring our loved ones home. And always, God bless America. Thank you.
And now, I'd like to invite the Shaheen family to come up. They are our newest family in the coalition, and the criteria for joining the Bringing Our Families Home campaign is either to be designated wrongfully detained by the U.S. government or to be designated wrongfully detained by the James Foley Foundation, which independently applies the same criteria, but without fear or favor. So I want to introduce you to one of our families that is not designated to the U.S. government and clearly should be.
Hi, my name is Aida Dagas. I'm Zach Shaheen's sister-in-law. Zach is probably the longest serving American hostage overseas. He's been there for 15 years and surprisingly in an ally country, in Dubai. He was the CEO of a company there. He was kidnapped, tortured, and wrongfully detained. And I'm not just saying that. It's the United Nations Working Group in Geneva, Switzerland, who issued a ruling in March 2023 confirming that he has been kidnapped, tortured, and wrongfully detained, and they called on the UAE government to release him immediately. We submitted to the State Department to consider him, to label him as wrongfully detained, and he was denied twice. The US government does not care for Zach Shaheen. He's a US citizen. We value as Americans fairness and justice. Where is justice here? He's a sick man. We are calling to come. If he has to die, let him die here. Why isn't the US government moving? His wife here, my sister, has been crying for the last 15 years. It's a long story. If you want to hear it, we have a QR code that you can take, or you can go to his website, bringzachhome.com. There is a long, long list that we can say. They accused him of financial crimes. He did not kill anybody and he did not steal any money. The big four auditing firms went through his accounts. They were clean, no provisions, no write-offs. Did they write false account statements? They were signed off by the auditing firms and by the shareholders. They have nothing to show us. Even, Ambassador Olson, when he was there, he wrote an official document criticizing the Dubai courts. Why is the US government silent? Why? Are you trading just, a US citizen's life for a few trade contracts? What is going on? We are so happy to be part of this group now who are fighting for justice. It's a long story, but I won't say anymore. I'm just calling on President Biden, on Secretary Blinken, be fair, label him wrongfully detained as he is. The criteria are 1 out of 11 in the Levinson Act. He meets 8 of them. We can have it confirmed by many people, by the lawyer who wrote the act even, by so many. Foley Foundation labeled him like that. Human Rights Watch, we have official documents, Amnesty International. Why is the US government silent? Release him, pick up the phone, you can do that. That's all I can say. And this is Rami, Zach's son. He was 15 years old when he was arrested. He's now 30 years old. He's getting married later this year. His fiancée is here. Can the father be here? I don't know if the US government will move. Thank you.
So the Shaheen case is one that keeps me up at night. So any of you there in the back interested in writing an interesting story, that would be a good one. Anyway, Mrs. Denman, I saw you walking here. Please come up and join us. And, oh, you sure?
I'm Kay Denman. I'm also Luke Denman's mom, who is back here with the cap on. That's his logo. I can't follow the lady ahead of me because she was amazing with what she had to say, and we feel the same way. But after coming here to Washington, D.C. for this function, I've told my son here that I haven't felt this excited in a long, long time. He's been held, it'll be 3 years tomorrow, and it's been at least that long to feel so good. These gentlemen over here, who I had never laid eyes on before today, we stood and cried because we know our kids, my kids, they want them home. They were with them in Venezuela, and they know what they're going through over there. So right now, I feel like I can't thank this group enough for the support. Until today, I felt like I was in a vacuum and that nobody cared. We do have a support system here, and it is a club that we belong to, that we don't want to belong to it, but we do have the support from everybody in the club. And when they walked in the room this morning, I felt like I was looking at celebrities, heroes that have come back. I'm waiting for the day for my son to walk in and I can touch him again. So thank you to everyone.
So the Denman and Melanie Berry's here too. Luke Denman and Aaron Berry are another two that are designated by Foley and not the U.S. government inexplicably. So does anybody else want to speak before we put up the stickers? Just want to offer everybody the opportunity. Please do, sir. Matthew Heath, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, my name is Matthew Heath, and that's my picture right there. I want to say that I am deeply grateful to the countless people that helped bring me home. Part of which, a big part, are a lot of the people here today, such as the representatives of Governor Richardson, Mickey Rourke, working with the Bring Our Families Home campaign, Hostage US, the Foley Foundation, and many others. I specifically want to thank President Biden. It was a difficult decision to approve a deal with President Maduro for the release of the 7 Venezuelan hostages that I came back with. I congratulate President Biden on the courage that it took to make that deal, even though he knew that that decision would be used against him politically, which is wrong. The hostages and wrongful detainees, this is a bipartisan topic that should not be used against either party. It is a pure humanitarian issue. I am eternally grateful for everyone that helped bring me home, and I would like to call attention to all the hostages and wrongful detainees that are still in prison and detained around the world. I will not name anyone specifically because the list is too long. It is much too long. And there are so many people that deserve to be home today. So I want to close with thank you to all the news organizations. This is how hostages, unfortunately, are brought home. The raise awareness, the higher awareness of the media is unfortunately how pressure is brought to bear on politicians right now. And your work helps bring all of the wrongful detainees. Every wrongful detainee here is home because their profile was raised and pressure was put on politicians. I salute everyone that is part of this work, and my heart is with all the families of all the wrongful detainees that are still in the foreign countries where they should not be. And let's bring our families home.
Woo!
Thank you, Matthew. Anybody else? Jose, please.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jose Pereira. I came back with the Single Six and with Matthew and Osman that is not here, but if you're hearing me, we're with you those today. So this hostage diplomacy is something that unfortunately is growing and growing and growing, and it's something that really has to be taken care, because I think this is becoming like a kind of a national security issue, because the people are taken because they're American. That's it. So this is something that has to be raised awareness, because people sometimes think that this cannot happen to them, but this can happen to anybody. You're on a vacation with your family in a trip, taking photos in somewhere, and something goes bad, and you go to jail, and then they realize that you're American, and then you become a bargain chip. So this is something that's becoming every time more sophisticated. So this is something that really has to be stopped. So I know that the Biden administration is going in the right direction, doing things, but more has to be done. And on the other hand, something that I strongly believe, because after I came, I have been knowing much of the families, and there is a pattern of the suffering of the families. This becomes a nightmare, my friends. Everybody goes to a nightmare, not only you, the families go to a nightmare. So the suffering is immense. So they need more support. I know that there has been some improvement. If you watch the mirror back, you can see that some improvement has been done, but more has to be done. The families need more support. I'm talking about psychological, I'm talking about logistical, I'm talking about financial support. It's immense, the financial issue, the burden the family goes through. So this initiative that Alivio's daughter was one of the big campaign, and I told Alexandra all the time that she was the beginning of a big legacy. She was like a small snowball that has been growing and growing and growing. And when I saw the partnering of the Mercury, the Phoenix Mercury, Brittany Griner with the campaign, I said, God, this is immense. So this, by the way, this is my photo. This is me. So this is something that's growing big, and for me exciting, because this is what has been done in the right way. The family is going together, because the going together is one force, and this is what is happening today here. So for me, it's immense joy being here, gathering with all my pals, and well, thank you very much to be here, because the media is like a key in all this pressure that has been done. The media has to be supporting. I know the media has done a lot, but has to do more. Has to be more equitative in the treatment, because all the family deserve the same treatment, because they're not a better or a worse hostages. All of them are going through the same suffering. Everybody, but everybody goes through the suffering. I'm talking the people, I'm talking their husbands, their wife, their sister, their kids. All their life goes on pause. So if you have somebody 5, 6, 7 years in jail, you have 5, 6, 7 years, the family also in jail. They are in a non-physical jail, but their life goes on pause. think about it. Think about it if this happened to you. Think about it if this happened to your family. So please raise awareness on that. Thank you very much.
Okay, so before we put up the stickers, I would encourage you, once we're done putting up the stickers, I'd encourage you, those of you who can, to mingle about, talk to our folks here. There's some great stories in that crowd, and so before I kind of close the official program here, we put up stickers. The stakes on this couldn't be higher. I learned this from Diane Foley, who has been one of my principal mentors in this, which is why I co-opted her to speak with no warning. I remember one day sitting across the table from Diane, and she looked me dead in the eyes and said, "John, if we don't get this right, somebody's going to die." That's what the stakes are. And we have people behind me that, for whom life and death stakes are not hyperbole. So encourage everybody to mingle about, hear their stories, and cover some of these stories. So anyway, I thank everybody for coming out tonight. We're going to put up some stickers. These correspond to, for everybody that's on this mural that's been released, we put up a sticker. So we'll be re-putting up Jose's, we're going to put up Brittany Griner's, and we're going to put up Paul Recessiviginas. And I saw his family walk in behind me there. So thanks everybody for coming, and I think we'll just move on to the stickers. Oh, we want to get I'm gonna get out of the way, and we're gonna take a picture of all these families here together. That's great. Let me get out of the way. Yeah, we're gonna. Okay, everybody, 1, 2, 3. I need to do a pan.
I should go in the front.
Hang on, I need to do a pan.
Come to the front. Yes. Yes.
Listen, my friend.
All right. We just some more. Everybody look at us. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, I'm going to take a series. Everybody just hold on. All right, that should do it. Everybody's eyes will be open.
So, can we move this out of the way? The musicians are there.
Okay, so if everybody could walk that way, we're going to do Paul's sticker first, I'm told. And that is the last sticker, so we're going all the way down the All right, everybody, let's go this way. Let's head down towards Paul's sticker if we could. All right, let's head down towards the sticker. We're a little stuck here. Hey, folks, we need to move this way.
I'll hit him up.
At one point, she told me I'm going to go camp out in front of the White House. It's like, I love it.
And she was very serious.
Oh, I know she was. That was made very clear to me.
So yeah, you just take one end,
and the key is just to make sure it's straight, and then you'll. All right, guys, can we still let's hold on 1 second while we let the cameras get up here. Hey guys, can we let the cameras through?
Where are you putting it? Is it okay like
Paul, can I ask you what's on your heart right now?
That's why I'm free. It's not because of me. You move forward. Thank you. Thank you a million.
Oh. My daughter said you don't want to be, so where am I going to get grandsons
Your brother, where's your brother? My brother's in Texas. Ah, yeah, he was here last week.
Hopefully, what's it called, the home that is, then it start happening, and I believe that even the rest of the people have
I always keep hearing your stories. When you met here. This is gonna be part of the
Let's put yours back up. All right, everybody, I'm sorry. We're going down to Jose's now. There's going to be rain in about 15 minutes. So I'm here to get this done.
Oh, I have to go there.
Well, hold on, we gotta let let's get up to the sticker here.
I'm great. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I literally like. I know, right? Like. Sorry. Go ahead.
Glad you're back. See you again. Somebody stole my sticker.
Oh, the sticker is coming. You're obtaining a second sticker here.
Sorry. I failed.
Somebody
I put the sticker on.
Yeah. A fan told it.
All right.
All right.
Does someone know how to?
No, you guys go. This is how you do.
What are you doing?
Okay.
We shall shift to the right a little bit.
Go ahead.
I never put a wallpaper, so please be patient. Yes.
As much as you feel it's okay.
I know, I failed.
Oh, did it?
How does it feel to see everybody wearing your logo? It's pretty cool. Success for putting wallpaper. Yeah.
What was your darkest moment?
When we arrived, there, we stayed like 10 months without no communication. So, you know, your mind is thinking in not only what's going to you, what's going on to your family. So the first time I heard her voice, like 10 months after, was 1 minute going. That hearing her was like telling me everything's fine. I was like so yeah, I think that was the darkest moment.
Can you explain maybe the moment where you got attention of the industry?
Yes, we just did.
Wow. I remember the moment, the opposite when the 2017 happened. When it was, I can't believe. I saw, but I can't believe it.
So they're a little less good.
For me, it was different.
They love me, so
I can cry, I can screaming, I can say different things because for me it was finish the nightmare during 5 years. For me it was the amazing moment. My husband came back. I don't know, it's very difficult to describe in words the feeling you see.
Did you put it on?
In this moment, it was amazing. And the first time, my only 6, I paid $6. My husband came back. I can't.
How the hell is my wall?
This is my mother.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to put up our final sticker here, which is Brittany Griner's Down here on this other end.
I don't know why my father is kind of formally being out there.
Yeah. Thank you. We're gonna put Jeff's probably down there. Okay. Netta, I want Netta to put this. Netta, maybe Paul. If Paul wants to help. Oh, where's Paul? Is Paul closer? Paul was coming down. Okay.
What did you do?
To find its way. Right.
Actually, now would be a great time to pick this up. Nada! Nada! David Eli. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hey, nice to meet you. Yes. It's amazing. Ah, here's Netta. Who do I want to put this one on? You and Holland? Or just one of the other hostages and let them move it around? Yeah. We're getting the stickers.
Britney sticker on.
Maybe make good on this.
You want to do it? You can do it. Go volunteer.
Who wants to do it?
I think we're going to see if one of the hostages want to put it out.
Look, I mean, I'm not an expert, right? These things that I leave it to the U.S.
We're working on it.
Right, that would work. I know how much it all, but you know,
Gotta go. Here we go. No. Okay. Go ahead.
I'm not going to speculate on what goes and what doesn't work. Right? Like, thank the U.S. government. My dad, to get it back because they can do it. But, you know, every time they talk about all the citizens of the administration, you'll notice that China is not on this list because, you know, the country where they just have a lot of that. So, you know, obviously, you know, we know it's challenging, but yeah, a lot of things are challenging.
She's there.
So, you know, just call on President Biden to
Mickey and Cheyenne, great. Mickey!
Excuse me.
So I'm gonna get it started.
It's a big sticker, so.
So I make a better job than I did for
And then we're gonna put it on right Yeah. Yeah.
Hugging you to make sure you're real, Paul.
Well, I heard some people saying, asking her, have you met him? Yes, you have seen him. Did you really touch him?
Keep going. Well, you know, it's funny. It's odd. It's not funny, but odd. You hear people pray for them. And so it's yes.
Keep rolling the stream. Sorry. Keep rolling the stream.
If you want.
No, it's what you want.
Sure, yeah. Ready?
Hopefully the hair Toledo is growing his hair back. You notice?
Woo! Woo!
We need more days like today. More days like today.
Exactly, Isaac.
Yes, yes, yes. Right here.
Good to see you. Thank you so much. I know we've been out here for a while. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Sure.
Just how you did, like that.
Okay. We need more days like today.
Yes!
Yes! More days like today.
Yes, Isaac.
Is that okay?
Perfect.
Is that all right? Thank you.
Yeah, one last sticker and then we can close it.
How are you doing? I'm great. I'm so happy.
How are you?
That's the progress, right?
43 days to the
It's better that way. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
When did you arrive?
Last night. Yeah, I came in. One, two.
This is all day, of course.
I'll take a photo here. I'm going to get it.
Do you want to help me put up Jeff Woodkey's sticker? We're just going to put it right here.
How are you? How is it going, Matthew? No. Do you know, after I came here, no, I
That's the Marine. He's put
Oh, okay.
on his behalf.
Oh, on his back. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Have to be prepared.
He's gonna make a lot of because he's like a master.
Then it was, I got him.
I got to stay home. I stay with you. And then held his hand by his hospital.
So when he learned about this story,
Yay!
Okay, great.
hey, Tony.
Matthew! He's that rock star.
Can I get a picture with you two? Right here? Would you mind taking a photo? Okay. Can I get in between you two?
Beautiful. Good. Good to go.
So, it's wonderful to meet you. You know, it's so. Yeah.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Yes, I saw when you put right here.
Yeah.
Yes, but I never saw him personally. It's my first time.
Isaac, you think there's something big.
Okay.
You have to be proud what you did.
Oh my God.
You have to be proud what you have done.
It doesn't even begin. I mean, Have you ever seen the movie Chain of Slavery? Chain of Slavery? No, you have to see that movie. It's a little kid that became sex and that became this is your Chain of Slavery. Okay, it's our movie. It's our movie. I don't remember the... He's a kid. The story is recorded the next day.
I was so excited when I heard you guys watched that.
We're excited. This assignment was that he was five people who were so, yeah, I know the movie. Yeah. I didn't remember the title, but I know the movie. Yeah. It was 1,000 people there that were touched by him. Yes. Well, what you think? I gotta look good. I don't have
He's right over there. I need it. Oh my gosh, that's great. I can't call him Chief because he's not my dad, but not Eric. I need to.
You know, so
That's why I was asking. So she got hit with a son.
No.
Yeah, he'll be open. It's just a matter of scheduling. Yeah. It's a long process. Yes.
Well, he doesn't like it. I offered him. Outside
We have to keep an eye. Absolutely.
U.S. media reporting about these cases. One of the power that gives the U.S. government is power to do what they want. The government don't make certain exchanges, certain trades, or give
I talked to a lot of people. The best
media,
because of some countries like Russia,
I did say earlier, you never once heard me argue never once. All you guys
but it's really more of like
so you don't think that I love the guy.
Well, he's made a lot of this happen. We know that. As have you. I mean, you know, so we just have to own the fact that it's
Get the person right? Like, I feel like I've had 3 or 4 people try to solve the problem. Like, they're never going to resolve this problem. That's never going to happen. Because
But then, like, I think that was the.
although he does.
The,
No. Definitely let's cut that off.
So it's right in the thick of the.
I think